Welcome everybody. Today I've got my 7D, my Canon 7D with me, and I'm going to show you a cheap and easy way to have an external monitor connected to your camera. What I'm going to be using today is this little device. It's actually a portable DVD player, and this one has a audio video input on the side, so that's what's going to allow me to connect my 7D to this DVD player so I can see the output of the camera. So I'm going to take out some of my cables and show you how this is going to be connected. Okay, here's the side of my Canon 7D. As you can see on the side here is the AV out port. It's underneath this panel. As we pop this open, you'll see all the connectors underneath here. It's actually the center one here, and it's a USB style connector, so you can't just use like any standard mini jack output on this. So what I've got here is my AV cable that came with my 7D. I'm going to plug it in right here, just like that. And on the other side of this cable are the standard RCA jacks that will be connected. We'll use to connect to our DVD player. Okay, now going to our DVD player. Right here on the side, as you can see, here is the audio video input jack, and what I'll do is I'll take the cable that came with my DVD player and we'll just plug it in right here. There you go. And then also, this is what it looks like on this end, the standard RCA jacks again. But as you can see, there's going to be a problem here. We've got male connectors on this end, and also on the 7D, male connectors on this end as well. So here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to get a RCA barrel connector and connect the two yellow cables together so we can get the signals going from one device to the other. And so I've got my barrel connector right here. Female on this end, female on this end. We'll plug this in right here, and we will connect the other end, which is from the 7D, right into here. And there you go. There's the connection. Now that the camera is connected to the DVD player, we can power this up and see what it looks like. Flip this up, I'll turn it on. And at the same time, I'm going to turn on my camera. Take the cap off. Okay. Make sure I'm in. Oh, we need to switch the source. Let me turn to camera mode or video mode on my 7D first. And we will switch the source on the DVD player. And there we go. There's a picture. One thing to note is that the monitor on the back of the Canon 7D has been disabled. Just like if you were connecting this through the HDMI port, it also shuts off the LCD, so you won't be able to see your image on the back of the Canon 7D. Okay, let's get in a little bit closer to this monitor so you can see a little better. Actually, what I'm going to do, this is actually a pretty nice DVD player because it actually swivels on two hinges here, so I can just do this, and I'm going to move this up a little closer so you can see. But as I pick up my camera, you can see the image. But you might be noticing something on this screen that maybe you can't tell very well, but the image is actually stretched. So actually you can tell by if I stick my camera cap down here. I don't know if I can get that very well. Maybe. Anyways, too close to focus, I guess. There. So, sorry this is so shaky. I'm trying to balance this with one hand. But what's happening is that the USB output through these RCA cables is actually an analog output, so it's outputting a 4:3 signal, and this DVD player screen is in stretch mode. So if I was watching a DVD movie, it'd look fine, but in this case, because there's an analog signal being sent out of the camera into this monitor, the images look stretched. So on this particular one, let me turn this back on again. I will change the aspect ratio. And you can actually, you'll see what I'm talking about. So there we are. And once I switch this, there. See, now the cap is a perfect circle. But now the screen has black bars on the sides. So if we go back to where we were before, originally, this is how it was before. So you probably didn't notice it at first, but it's definitely stretched. So we'll go back there. So you might be asking what model of DVD player I'm using in this demonstration. This is a Magnavox MPD-850 portable DVD player. When I bought this, I knew that I wanted an audio-video input because I was going to be using this for maybe some video production, and I wanted to be able to use this as an external monitor. So I know there's a lot of monitors, or actually DVD players out there that have that feature. So, and I've looked at prices. You can probably get them. You can get them actually between like $70 to $200. You know. And they all have audio. Actually, not all of them have audio-video input, but a lot of them do these days. And one thing that I really liked about this particular model when I bought it is, if you remember earlier when I said this one has actually 2 hinges on this lid, so you can do the traditional flip up, but you can also turn it on this hinge and actually fold it down on itself, and it becomes almost like a little tablet, a little handheld monitor. Makes it very compact. And I'm actually running on battery power right now, so no extra cables. I'm not sure what the battery life is on this thing, but I like this. I like this mode. It's very convenient. It's saves a lot of space, so and it's not as awkward to carry. So there you have it. If you are looking for an external monitor for your Canon 7D or 5D Mark II or T2i, I think a DVD player is a really good option. Just remember that the signal that comes out of the USB cable, the audio-video cable, is an analog output. So whatever comes out onto the screen here will be stretched unless your DVD player has aspect control on here. So you won't have that problem if you're connecting to a monitor that has an HDMI input. So hopefully this helps you out in choosing an external monitor for your DSLR camera.